home studio engineers. Thank you so much for checking out the Home Recording Network, and welcome back to day 29 of this 30-day journey to better home studio mixes, in which we've been going through this mix that was tracked and mixed right here in my home studio.
These kings and queens, they all fall, they all fall. Headless back into Destin's unaware just what will be done. Looking for treason and overtake the throne and sink to the bottom on our own. We're fighting for freedom.
All right, guys, day 29. So we are almost done here. We are almost to the end. We've been through a ton so far, from pre-mix ideas or things to consider before we even start mixing. We went through the drums, the bass, the guitars, vocals, the mix bus. So today we're going to talk a little bit about your final step before mastering that home studio engineers skip over all the time. Now, something that a professional mix engineer does not ever skip is automation. So let's expand this and check out all the automation in this project. There's really a good amount of it. You can have a great sounding mix the best drum kit, guitars, vocals, and all that. But if you have a static mix, a mix that is just the same volume all the way through, your mixes are not going to match up to all the songs on the radio and all the artists that you probably listen to. And guys, there's a reason why the pros don't skip this step. It would be so easy to just mix the song and send it off, but there's a reason. You want to put your spin on the song and bring the volume and energy out in different instruments and different parts of the song. And guys, you don't have to do a ton of this, but your mix really shouldn't just be static the whole way through. If you are not automating your tracks right now, this is definitely something you should implement as soon as possible. And this can be done with a tool like a PreSonus fader port or anything that will hook up USB to your computer, any type of fader, so that you can go and draw some automation into your mixes. And guys, you can try all sorts of cool techniques here. In this pre-chorus, for example, I really brought down the level of the room microphones so that when the chorus hits, these drums will explode and sound bigger. Also, if we look at any time a chorus comes up here, we can see that the drums are constantly moving. So I will literally just take and pump the fader during these like emotional parts of the song, I guess you would say. And there's a big build up into the chorus part and then a big bump when the chorus first hits. And these little changes really do make a big difference when they all add up across all your tracks. And even if you guys don't want to do this much work with automation, even just bumping your drums up by a dB or two during the chorus and your bass maybe, that stuff will at least make it so your mix isn't static and just the same volume the whole time. And even if we look at the bass guitar bus, we have some automation, a nice build up into the chorus, followed by higher level of volume for the bass just during the choruses. And it's the same thing for a lot of these guitar parts. See, this chorus guitar part has some movement in it. It's not just the same volume the whole time. And we even do that with a lot of the synth parts or keyboard parts. And this stuff might not be crazy, but for instance, here we just have a dB or two of gain for the first initial notes he's striking, and then it kind of dips back down. Now, if you've watched the last video and you've done your intense referencing and you have a good balance in your mix and you've done your automation and you're loving it, that's when it's time to bounce the mix. And I just want to let you guys know what I usually bounce my mix at. So the peak when I bounce my mix will be below -3 dB. So everybody says before you send to mastering, make sure you have 3 dB of headroom. And that is true, but a lot of my mixes won't even be that loud. It'll be somewhere between -6 and -3. I'm not really too concerned about that. I just want to make sure, again, that we do have some headroom when we go to mastering. Tomorrow, we will be back to show you how this song was mastered, and we will wrap up with these 30 days. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Happy mixing, guys. Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to download your free Ultimate Home Studio Mix Guide with your go-to EQ and compression settings for all your tracks. And also be sure to register for my free online mix training that I hold a couple times a week so that you can learn how to make radio quality music from your home without breaking the bank.